Hi guys, I'm Belle here. Welcome back to my videos. Today I'm going to do this review of my new Dyson Corrale, which I've got it last week. And you can see that my hair is still wet now, so I'm going to blow it dry to show you my hair's original condition, which is wavy and natural curly hair. So I actually really love flat irons, all this stuff, because I stopped going for rebonding since I found GHD's flat iron. So when Dyson actually came out with this Corrale, I was waiting for it since end March this year, and because of the circuit breaker, so it was like some sort of delay. The launch was delayed, so I just got it last week. And so now I'm going to go ahead and blow it dry and to show you. Okay, you can see that I've already dried my hair, and this is the original condition of my hair before I do any styling. It's not very curly, but you can see that it is a bit frizzy. And the person at the Dyson store actually told me not to use any oil or serum before I actually operate the Corrale, because they told me that you will actually sort of reduce the useful life of the plates itself. I don't know how true it is, but since it is so expensive, I'm definitely going to listen to them. And I saw many reviews which is comparing Corrale with GHD's iron, but I'm not going to compare against my GHD iron, as I think if you already have GHD iron, I think it is pretty good already. But if you are still looking for a hair tool to straighten your hair and you're thinking, I will actually compare with GHD Hot Glide, which is this comb that came out sometime last year or something like that. Initially I kept using it, but I noticed that after I use for some time, my hair gets a little bit dry. So I actually stopped using it recently, and I continued with my GHD iron. But my GHD iron, I'm not sure whether it is because of the, what do I say, because GHD iron actually have a few range. Mine was like the middle range, which cost around $399, but I feel that it is not so smooth when I did the ironing. For curling wise, it is still okay, so I actually was very keen to get this Corrale. Okay, first, I'm not going to go so much as into the unboxing all these things, because I'm sure that so many of you have already watched it. So I'm going to dive right into it, but just showing you what is included. Okay, they have this pouch, okay, of this velvet material, and inside the pouch, okay, this pouch, right, you can actually use it as a mat for the hot Corrale, or you can keep it in while it is still hot. And they actually have this, because previously, right, all Dyson's hair tools, right, cannot be used in like other countries such as Taiwan, but now this Corrale actually can be used in Taiwan. It can be used internationally except Japan. And they actually have this thing. Okay, when you want to use it, right, you have to unlock it here. There's this button, just push it up, then you can start using it. And there's this airplane thing, can you see? Yeah, so if you want to board the plane, right, you actually have to push it open and keep it here so that you can board the plane, because this actually works as if it's a what do I say? So they can't remember the name. Anyway, it's a like charger, the charger that we cannot check in. We have to bring it up on the plane. So this Corrale, if you actually want to bring it overseas, you have to actually bring it up with you to the plane and actually release this thing and insert it here. Okay. And next, of course, we have this docking station. I call it docking station. I'm more used to it. And when you want to charge, right, you can actually put it here, and you will start charging. Or you can, this is like magnetic, I like it I don't know why, but I just feel that it's like so easy to plug it in. Or you can just charge it directly here and place it on the pouch. So these are like basically all that we have for the Corrale. And I've actually already charged it full to the full bar. And before I start using it, right, I just want to say a few things about this because I've already been using it for a week. I want to tell you my overall comment of this. It is very smooth, and when you actually iron it, right, your hair will not look so dry. It will look smooth. But there is one thing that I have to tell you, it is quite heavy. So if you're not so used to straightening your hair on your own, you might have to think about it because it is quite heavy. For me, I am very used to all this stuff, so I am still okay with the weight. It is really quite heavy as compared to all the other irons, or even this Glide. This Glide is quite heavy also, but this is very heavy. Next, I think it's the battery life, because you know this is a cordless iron. Okay, it is a plus point, but it is also something that I feel is not so good about it. Okay, basically when we actually iron our whole head, right, maybe 30 minutes is enough, but it may not be enough also if you have very long hair and you want really silky straight one. You need more time to iron it layer by layer. I'm not so sure all of you, how will you actually straighten your hair? Do you only straighten the surface, or you want to make it entirely straight? But usually if I have the time, I will do it layer by layer. And I noticed that the battery actually really runs out pretty fast. The person told me the battery life for after you charge it each time, right, is actually 30 minutes. But I somehow felt that it's not really 30 minutes, it's quite fast that it gets drained out. And if I don't do it by layer and then just straighten it on the top surface or my fringe, all this, right, it can only last me around 3 times. After 3 times I have to charge it again. This is the part which I feel it is not so good about this cordless thing. It is convenient because that we will not have all this tangling of the wires, and you do not have to pull this here and there. You can just carry it around, but yet the battery gets drained out pretty fast. And if you are thinking of straightening your hair followed by curling, I don't really think the 30 minutes will be enough if you have very long hair, because mine is like just slightly over shoulder, not that long. Okay, so the good thing about it is your hair doesn't look so damaged when you straighten it, and it actually can do pretty nice curl that is natural. And I feel that the cordless idea is really good. I love it that it is cordless. So that's about all. The good thing about this Corrale, maybe you'll think that $699 for all these benefits is not that great, but to me, I feel that if we are going to do hairstyling, of course you will want your hair to look smooth, right, rather than your hair to look coarse. If not, you wouldn't have to use any tool. So now I will go straight into showing you. I will not show you how to use, because I believe that if you want to buy it, right, you really already slightly know how to do it. But rather you can also look at how I do it, but I will not go so much into a detail of how to straighten your hair with the Corrale. I'm still used to saying iron. Okay, anyway, so I will just show you how does it look when we do the ironing, and show you how fast the battery really runs out. And I will show you the other side with this Glide, and you can decide for yourself if you want to get this GHD Glide for 200 and let me see, I can't really remember it. It is $275 Sing dollars at Sephora. So $275 compared to the flat iron of GHD is around $399, and this is $699, Dyson Corrale 699. So after watching my video, you can decide on which is better. Okay, but remember that this Glide is definitely not for you if you want to do curls as well. Even though their videos actually show you that you can do some curl like doing this, right? But I feel that it is not so easy. Even though I'm a makeup artist myself, but I don't feel that it is that easy to do curls. Yeah. first divide it into two parts, left and right. And I will start with the corral first. I will just first set my fringe first. And usually I will just clip it up. But of course, if you are doing for the whole head using the same tool, right, you can actually do the entire half up. And remember to comb it smooth. Okay, let me show you. You can on this button. There's this button here above this. Just press it and hold for a while. And you can see that it is already fully charged. And there is this plus minus thing, so you just click on plus. If you're a beginner, right, maybe you can just start with 165. The heat can go up to 210, but my usual temperature is like 200, so I will just go right to 210 because previously it actually stopped at the temperature which I used previously lah. So you have to wait until there will be a sound, a thin sound, and there will be a click to tell you that it is ready to be used. So now let's wait for a while. Okay, so it is now ready for use. You saw the tick just now, right? So it is now 210. And later you can see that the battery, how long the battery actually lasts. So I'll start with this layer. See? It's very straight and smooth. This curl is, I purposely do it because I don't usually do a very straight hair. I like it with a little bit of curl even if I do a straight hair. And you can take more. Push the camera nearer. I'll zoom into the hair so that you can see. And it again. You see that it is very smooth and straight also. Maybe when I go on to the top of the head, right, you'll be able to see the difference in my hair. It's very easy to use, so you can see, because this part, right, is not hot, but I've actually used it for around 15 minutes or something like that. It gets quite hot, so you have to be careful. It is only at the start, it is not that hot, so you can still hold it. And I'll go on to the next layer. Sorry, because I'm not so used to doing only like one part. This way. I just bring the hair to the back. Next layer. Just pin it. Remember to comb your hair before you iron it. You know, if you actually apply any oil on it, right, on your hair before you use it, right, there will actually be a lot of hot steam coming out and it may actually hurt your scalp. So maybe you can apply your oil or serum after you straighten your hair. Can you see it? It is super straight. Can you see that the hair is like shiny? Am I right? Can you see it? If you're very scared of like heat and the hotness, right, you actually have to use a comb to actually hold the hair. If not, you will hurt yourself if you're not so used to all this hot iron. hear a sound just now? You can see that I'm not sure, it is not so clear, it is blinking and you can't really see, but it has already dropped by like a little bar, and I have only used like half, not even half of my hair, and it has already started dropping. So it makes me kind of nervous when I hear the sound. So I just finished the rest of my hair. This is just a demo for you to see lah, so the hair might not be so flat. I will usually start ironing from the bottom rather than the top part. You know, right, even if you visit the salon, right, your hairstylist will also dry the bottom of your, after they dry the roots, right, they will actually goof up your hair, bun out your hair or something like that, and they will start blowing straight from the bottom. So it is the same logic lah when I do the ironing. So I'm left with this. This part. I'll leave the fringe to the last, and maybe I'll just do the side. So I don't really like it to be super straight, so I actually do this curl in, so that your hair will look more natural. So this is the part that I've shredded, and this is the part that I have not yet shredded. So can you tell the difference? It is obviously much smoother, and you can actually see the style of my haircut, right? Okay. Let me comb it first, and to do it again, usually after I iron the whole head, right, I will just do a tidy up again. So the good thing about this Dyson Corrale is this cutler, you see, it is super easy to move it around. You don't have to be afraid of the iron, and your hair doesn't look dry at all after you do the straightening. As in, how long will the straighteners last, right? Actually, it is almost the same as when we use like normal flat irons lah. If you want those like curling or straightening effect to last very long, you actually have to put on some styling product like the hairspray, minimal hairspray. But I don't usually spray it if I want to keep it straight, unless I do curling. If not, I will not actually spray anything on. But if you prefer and you want to feel more safe, you can actually spray on some hair fixing spray to keep it last longer. So I've already done this side with Dyson Corrale, and now I'm going to show you. Okay, so you can see, I think it's because of my lights, but it is somehow a little bit here. Let me see. Yeah, I think you can see, right? It has already dropped a little bit when I've only done this side of my hair. But don't worry, if your hairline is same as me, this entire thing, right, will actually really last you for your whole head, straightening of your whole entire head of hair. So it is pretty safe. But what I'm saying is, if you have very long hair, like almost here, you might have to think about it. If you're okay with the battery life, you can definitely get it. If not, maybe you can just consider. Okay, so when you want to switch it off, right, you don't have to lower the temperature, you can just switch it off and close it. You can place it back into the bag, or you can place it back to the holder, what did I call, the docking station. Okay, so now I'm going to straighten my hair, this part of my hair, my left side, using the GHD Hot Glide. You can see the light. One thing about this, right, it doesn't alert you when it is ready. There is no sound, nothing. So you just have to feel it. That you think that it is quite hot or sometime, then you can start using it. I think my right side actually have lesser hair than this side, so you have to actually consider it. I love time how long I took just now. I think around 5 minutes or less than that. And the bottom. You can see my hair is pretty straight, but you can see that the texture is a bit frizzy. So let's see if it does a good job. Start here. I'll do it this way. It is super hot. Okay. It is very straight also. I'm not sure because I have not used it for like more than half a year. So you just have to do this. This is the comb. You can also make a little bit of curl, but the curl is not that obvious lah. You can just do it this way. Can you see? Do it this way so that it will curl in. But you can tell, right, the curl is not that obvious, but there is still curl.
Been trapped in this so long, but now I feel blessed. I break rules like Rick Ross be saying, oh, spit fire like flame tools, then burn it all. Money and fame, don't define me, nobody give a whoop about the rule, that's what I do. The system is a problem, it made a new me. The kingdom of freedom, nothing run by me. All they care about is profit, not reducing me. I'm so with my crew, all they
it is my lawyer. You have to comb it.
Try to kill my vibe, now follow me.
We'll start with this side.
You got me feeling like a Papillon. Fight it or shine like a diamond. You got me feeling like a Papillon. Fight it or shine like a diamond.
Can you see the curl? Very bouncy curl. It's really nice, right? Okay. Now I will leave it to that. Of course, if you want the entire head to be curly, right, you have to spend more time. That means you have to get like smaller strand.
You got me feeling like a Papillon. Fight it or shine like a diamond. You got me feeling like a Papillon. Fight it or shine like a diamond.
And you can see, let me hold it a bit longer. You can see, right, the battery is almost flat. So do you like the curl effect. If you like it, definitely you can get this Dyson Corrale. Later I'm going to loosen it so I can just show you the final curl. You see, it is not dry at all. Am I right? And very bouncy curl. Can you tell? Do you like it? Let me know if you like the curls that is created by the Dyson Corrale, or you prefer the straight hair that we can easily achieve by the GHD Hot Glide. Let me know your comments, or if you have already bought Dyson Corrale, let me know how do you feel about it, and do you like it as much as I do, and do you think it is actually worth this $699 price tag? To me, I feel that it is worth if I'm using it on my own, but if I'm going to use it on my clients, I may have to think about it because the battery really drains out very fast. Because you know, when we do hairstyling for our clients, right, if you are a makeup artist and you actually want to use it for your clients, right, the battery actually gets drained very fast. So if you have clients with very long hair, you might have to think about it. But for straightening for your clients, it's definitely okay because we don't usually do a completely straight hair for brides and any like hairstyle. We will usually do it with some curl. So if you're just going to straighten the fringe or the roots, right, this is definitely a good choice. So anyway, this is like based on my sole review and my personal opinion. So whether to get it or not, if you just have to decide it on your own. And I hope you like my video today, and my reviews today. And remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook or Instagram. And also to turn on the notification button so that you will be notified when I upload my new videos every week. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!